Links in the description. If you do like the video, if you like the topic, please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. Have a look at some of the other videos that I post. I tend to read through true crime articles the same day that they're published, perhaps the day after. This is a fairly peculiar story. It is tragic in some sense, but it's odd. It's a bit odd. I'll tell you about it very quickly, and then we'll read through the full article. It's quite short. But essentially, well, the headline tells us quite a bit. A Turkish woman, 20 years of age, marries the boyfriend, her boyfriend, that threw acid in her face, leaving her disfigured and almost blind after his early release from prison. So I'll tell you about it and then we'll read through it. So this is the lady concerned, Berfin Ozek, and she's disfigured because her boyfriend threw acid in her face. It led to her disfigurement. We can see a picture of her here. Seems like a pretty attractive young lady, and she is recovering. She's having treatment and perhaps surgery. I'm not 100% sure. But you know, it's a severe disfigurement at the hands of her boyfriend. And she pursued with legal action. And he was convicted. He was sentenced. I believe the article will tell us that he was sentenced for 13 years and 6 months. But they maintained a relationship of sorts, and essentially the young lady Berfin Ozek, I believe the article will tell us, I forget, I've already read it, but I read it earlier today. I believe she withdrew the complaint. And he was let go. Essentially, he was released from prison, and subsequently they married. And that's what happened. A bit odd, if you ask me. It's a bit of a shame. It's a bit of a shame. I mean, nobody should be marrying a monster, and he is a monster. To have thrown acid in anybody's face, what a, you know, there are words which I shouldn't say on this channel. Yeah, I mean, he's I can't actually say he's the worst of them, because there are things that humans do which are worse. However, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, and you know, I fear for the lady's mindset to allow herself to maintain a relationship with someone that's caused her such severe harm. I can only think that she has some level of mental weakness, and I don't mean that as an insult, but that's all I can think. Perhaps not mental weakness, but emotional weakness or such. You know, a very strong need to have a partner. But you know, to me, it's not healthy. It's not healthy, and I do wish her the best of luck moving forward. Okay, so let's read through the article. A woman in Turkey has married the man who threw acid in her face, leaving her almost blind and disfigured. A change in the law coupled with COVID rule changes allowed her attacker to leave jail early. Berfin Ozek, 20 years of age, was attacked by her then boyfriend Kasim Ozan Celtic, 23 years of age, after their relationship ended in 2019. Just before launching his attack, he told her if he could not have her, nobody could. When she survived and revealed her ex-boyfriend was the attacker, he was arrested. He then reportedly bombarded her with messages of love and apology, begging her to forgive him. The victim even briefly agreed to withdraw her complaint, writing, "I am not comfortable with him being between four walls there in prison. We have written many letters to each other. I have given myself to him. I love him very much. He loves me very much." Following a massive social media backlash, though, she later said she realized she was wrong and asked her lawyer to reinstate the complaint. As a result, her ex-boyfriend was sentenced to 13 years and 6 months in prison for the attack by a court in the district of Iskenderun in the Turkish province of Hatay. But a change in the law meant that he was released on probation, leading many to complain about the lenient amount of time he had to serve, considering Berfin had been left disfigured, in constant pain and with only 30% vision in one of her eyes. Upon his release, he immediately proposed to her, and she accepted. A wedding date was set, and the young woman married him earlier this month. Speaking about the wedding, Berfin's father, Yasar Ozek, said, and here's a quote, "She married without our knowing. I've fought for her for years, and now all of this has been in vain." So yeah, that's from the young girl's father, very upset that she's agreed to and has subsequently married her attacker. So the article continues, the lawyer said the defendant became a convict with the approval of the verdict. Considering the period of his imprisonment, he was entitled to go to an open prison after completing the time he had to spend in a closed prison. However, due to the pandemic, convicts are considered on leave from open prisons until 31st of May 2022. The defendant's release has nothing to do with his marriage to Berfin. The decision is final. If it were not for the pandemic, he would have continued to serve his sentence in an open prison. The couple has not yet responded to the heavy criticism they have received on social media. One person wrote, "Her forgiveness shouldn't have prevented him from being punished. It's a pity. I hope not, but this marriage will end in a month or two, and the poor woman will remain with the brutality she experienced." Yeah, I mean, as much as we hope that the treatments and the surgery will improve her eyesight and her appearance, all of the scarring, I mean, it's just not going to get there, is it, if we're honest? And she has been severely disfigured by, again, this monster. And, you know, she's, frankly, I don't wish to be offensive, and it is sad. In some ways, it's sad to see, on some level, it's sad to see that she has been heavily criticized on social media. It feels wrong because she is a victim. It feels wrong to heavily criticize her. I mean, I suppose if it comes out of love, if it's with a spoonful of empathy and encouragement and with the right intentions, perhaps the criticism is fair and a good thing. But I do wish that what are my words that I'm going to use? I'm going to say that she grows up. I don't really like that term, but to me, she's emotionally weak. I can only imagine that she has extremely low self-esteem, and you know, prior to the incident, and you know, subsequently even lower self-esteem would be my feeling, to allow herself to have any level of relationship with this monster, to still feel that she loves this so-called man that disfigured her in this way. That I have to think she is suffering from extremely low self-esteem. I feel sorry for her family, her father, who put in such efforts to seek justice for his daughter, for the young lady, for that to be in vain. And, you know, regrettably, I do agree with the one person that wrote on social media, the marriage will end in a month or two, you know, I mean, and I kind of hope it does. I kind of hope that the young lady is separated from this monster, that she isn't subjected to him, and that she gets over her feelings of love, you know. I hope she has therapists that are able to direct her, and, you know, I'm such an idiot. I'd kind of slap her out of it. I don't mean literally, physically, but I almost mean that. It seems like she needs to be shaken out of her love. Am I wrong? Am I making any sense? Anyway, there's a video. If you do like it, please do like, comment, subscribe, and stick around, watch a few more videos.